Now in the maths world it's a bit of a nerd credential to be able to solve one of these. This is a Rubik's Cube currently in the solved state, and until quite recently I wasn't able to solve one of these. Until earlier this year I thought, you know what, I better learn, and so I learned, and basically you learn a series of algorithms to move any particular block to anywhere else, and you just apply them in the correct order, and sooner or later you will have solved it. However, I'm going to show you how you can cheat. Because without actually learning how to solve the Rubik's Cube, you can learn how to make it look like you can solve the Rubik's Cube. And what you can do is start applying the same move over and over to the Rubik's Cube. So what I'm doing here is I'm moving this down, that across, that back up, that across. And I'm not doing one thing and then undoing it. I'm just doing the same repetitive thing to it over and over again. The amazing thing about the Rubik's Cube is, if you do it for long enough, you get back to where you started. In fact, any sequence of moves, if you continue applying them to the Rubik's Cube, will eventually bring you back to where you started. I say eventually because on that case I got back quite quickly. If you did the combination where you twist the top, then you twist the side, then you twist the top, then you twist the side, and you repeat that combination of moves over and over and over again, after 105 of applying those combinations of moves, you'll eventually come back to where you started. And if you're curious, it's because the corner ones will move around and they will take 15 applications of those moves for them to get back to where they started, and the edge ones will do the complete lap in 7, and 105 is the lowest common multiple of 7 and 15. What you want though is a series of moves which will get you back to where you started comparatively quickly, but make the cube look very mixed up in the middle. So here's the combination you're going to use. You take the cube, and you take the one on the left and put it down, take the one on the right and put it up, and then you turn the whole thing around. And then you go down, up, around. And we've done that twice. That's 3 times, that's 4 times, that's 5 times, and that's 6 times. And after 6 times, you see you kind of get this kind of jazzy looking pattern going on. We're halfway there. If we do it 6 more times, we go right back to where we started. So let's just do it 3. So if we go down, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3. We've now done it an extra 3 times. We're 9 out of 12 of the way through. And what you can do now is, if you have a look, you'll see the center one here is blue and the center one on the top is white. And no matter what you do to a Rubik's Cube, you never move the center pieces. They stay in that very set crossed arrangement. So if you remember, white on the top, blue underneath, you can move this around as much as you want. You can throw it up, hopefully catch it, and eventually you need to remember that you started with the white on the top, and where's the blue underneath. So you leave this lying around the house, you wander over when there's company, you pick it up and go, oh, didn't finish solving that. And as long as you start there and you go down, up, turn, down, up, turn, down, up, turn, you will have solved the Rubik's Cube with a fraction of the effort. Good luck.